Hey there guys, this is Obsidian Chill. Got another video for you today. And sometimes DC makes it really hard for me to be positive. I know there's a lot of extenuating circumstances to a lot of the issues I have with the game that can be traced back to staffing issues or the current developers not having the experience with the legacy code to give us the balance and mechanic changes that we want. That I can give them leeway on. But the content that we do get, man, I can't give as much slack to that. So what I'm talking about is yesterday, August the 10th, Save the Universe released. So Save the Universe, we have two content sets. So the content set 1, which is going to run from August the 10th to the 23rd, is going to be the Rising Hades duo, Themyscira Divided Alert, and Gods and Monsters, the raid. And then content set 2 is going to be August 24th to September 6th, which will be the Pub Crawl duo, Darkness Rising Alert, and the Fellowship the Arcane raid. And then after that, they run consecutively. So pretty much from now into the end of September, we're going to have Save the Universe, and then probably the Homecoming event mixed in between. But the issue with this Save the Universe launch was, for one, it was on test server technically it was on test server for a week and a half, but when it released, the CRs were underscaled. So basically it was killing enemies and bosses were like wet noodles. So there's absolutely pointless to test. And then they finally fixed the CRs, and then less than a week later, now it's released on live. And what a disastrous release was it. So every single thing to do with Save the Universe is broken right now. And I'll put it up on the screen here in the forums. You'll see MEPs, we've identified the issue. Thanks for the heads up. We'll fix. Tomorrow after restarts, we'll fix. We're working on this. So the Save the Universe weekly mission, broken. You can buy, there are some new feats if you weren't aware. That's a 10 point if you buy the 2 emotes, and then there's another 10 pointer for the 3 Time Hunter styles. But none of the raids, alerts, or duos are counting towards the feat counters, which is the main point of running Save the Universe for most people, is to work on all those feats, because pretty much every feat is a 3-star. So you get, there's a lot of skill points tied to the Save the Universe event that doesn't only comes, once that year. So every feat counter is broken. And on top of that, the Gods and Monsters Elite is actually normal. So what I mean by that, if you run Gods and Monsters normal, first boss has 2 of the Cyclops, and then the bosses, there's 4 bosses. And then Elite was basically 1 extra Cyclops or 1 extra boss on first boss, and then second boss, they doubled each one. So there's 8 bosses total. So Gods and Monsters Elite is actually Gods and Monsters normal, even though it says Elite. It only has the 4 bosses and the 2 Cyclopses instead of the 8 bosses and 3 Cyclopses. So it's just every little thing. And I'll touch on this later when I start to run the content, because I'll still run each content and kind of show you what it is and give a review and stuff like that. But, and we're still dealing with recycled content, because for content set 1, the Rising Hades duo and the Themyscira Divided Alert were the exact same from Save the Universe 2021. So it's nothing new in terms of the duo and the alert. The raid is new, but even the raid's broken. And then next time we have the Pub Crawl duo, Darkness Rising Alert, and Fellowship Arcane later. So it's really frustrating when stuff like this happens, because this is entirely preventable. It's not hard to realize what was wrong with the raid. I can't imagine it's hard for the feat counters to work, because it's like there was an issue in the past. Last Save the Universe was last year in 2022. No issue with the feat counters, they all worked. And then now they're broken. So we've got all these players running the content. They're probably unaware. They're probably wondering, why can't I get this weekly mission? So they can't get their marks. And then on top of that, all the raids they've run, if they're farming the duo or the normal alerts, whatever, is not going to count for any of the feats. So they're going to have to redo all that. So it's just releases like this. Man, it's really, really hard, like I said, to stay positive. But we'll see what the future brings. And then I'll bring, when I can actually run the content, probably, because I still need some of these feats, then I'll bring you the duos and the alert and the raid breakdown, as well as some other videos as well. So take care, guys. I just want to make you aware, if you're farming Save the Universe for the feats, do not run that until at least you see a hotfix or confirmation that it's going to be fixed, because it may come with overnight server resets. There's no hotfix for that, so we don't know. So basically just pay attention to the forums, or I'll make a community post when it's safe to run it. So take care, guys. We'll see you in the next video.